I used to think Fury is going to win that fight, but after Fury's performance with Ngannou, I'm not so sure.
Pro boxing fans, we're here in London for Wardley versus Clarke press conference. With me, Alen Babic. Alen, it's been a while. It's been a little while since we've seen you in the ring. A little while since we've seen you in this press sort of conference type settings. How's things? How's life?
Well, listen, it's been a while because I went from this to fighting for the world championship. So I made a huge jump, huge leap. And it wasn't a good one, and now I respect boxing much more because you can't do that. I didn't just skip school, I skipped everything. I went straight to the afterlife. I was born and I went to the afterlife of boxing. So I wanted to be known as a champion, from Croatia. They are only third or fourth world champion WBC, and I paid the price. Listen, my last year of my life was hell because of it, so I know what I did. But I had the balls to do it, so whatever.
100%. I think one thing people can say about you have got big cojones. But talk to me about what's happened since that loss. What's been going on in your life?
Well, the main thing in my life that I had my team and everything for the last 8 years up to that fight. And at the first sign of a crack in my ship, everybody left. Every single motherfucker left after my ship started sinking. I'm talking about minutes, brother. Minutes after I lost that fight, whole of my team was out. So I really had, I was done. I found myself in Croatia, and I had nowhere to train. I went into public gyms. It's kind of demeaning for myself because I had a great club and everything, and I don't know. So it was very hard. But I made some friends into public gyms. And at the end, it was good. It worked out, and it made me even hungrier. And now I want to come back, just because of those people, who said publicly they don't believe in me. Now you're going to see.
When one door closes, another one opens. It seems like, and what we're hearing is you're going to feature on this card with Fabio Wardley and Frazer Clarke. 2024. What are you expecting from this year, and how many times do you want to be out in this year ideally?
Well, I already asked for 2 fights in 1 week because they have a fight in Ireland, I think 17th. So I said, okay, I'm going to fight here and I'm going to fight there. So I'm still want to do that. I still want to do that. So we'll see what happens. But that's the sign of how active I want to be this year. I want to at least 6 fights. At least 6 fights. It's a big ask of me, but I want many fights. Many fights.
I know you and Fabio are friends. You've obviously shared the ring together in regards to in the gym and everything else. Talk to me about this fight, Fabio Wardley, Frazer Clarke. It's a fight that we've been expecting for a little while beforehand. What happens in this fight?
Very tough fight. But listen, all of Fabio Wardley fights was very tough fights, and he was always the underdog who knocked the guy out. Always, every single fight. I just look at his career with admire him what he done. But Frazer Clarke is a real tough cookie, and my guy fought him 2 times in the amateurs. Very high level amateur, very big guy. When I stand next to him, he's huge, bigger than I thought. So, but you can never count Fabio Wardley off. And of course you can't count Olympic. What's silver or bronze? Bronze medalist. You can't count him out also, so it's a tough fight.
Do you want to talk about other heavyweight boxing? I do want to talk about Tyson Fury, somebody that you've been in camp with. We heard the news break out a few days ago about his cut. I do want to ask you now, with May the 18th being the rescheduled date, do you feel like that leaves less time for the cut to heal and maybe gives Usyk an advantage to maybe target that cut for the fight?
Well, I think Usyk has a clear advantage in the public opinion and in his own belief and everything, but the cuts happen, shit happens, so not a big deal. And actually it was my guy, Agnos Makici, who caused him a cut. So I know him, and he told me what happened, and it's a bad day at the office, Too bad it was for the unified champion, but it is what it is, But I don't think it changes anything.
What happens in that fight?
I used to think Fury is gonna win that fight, but after Fury's performance with Ngannou, I'm not so sure. I kind of come. Nobody really asked me this question till now, so you kind of. Now I would say maybe 50-50, but I used to think Fury, so I rate Usyk a little higher now.
A lot of people are saying maybe Tyson's towards the end of his career now, obviously, with certain performances. We know with the Ngannou performance, it wasn't the Tyson Fury that we're used to. A lot of people are calling to maybe retiring after a couple of years. Tyson's just put out an Instagram post just now saying, listen, I don't know why you guys are calling me to retire. I'm going to have 2 fights with Usyk, 2 fights with AJ, and then 1 fight with Ngannou. Do you feel like the time that you spent with Tyson, that he's got a little bit of longevity in him, or do you feel like we might be seeing the end of Tyson Fury soon?
He's never gonna stop. I am never gonna stop. Fabio Wardley is never gonna stop. We are fighters. That's all we know. Imagine Tyson Fury stops, and what does he do now? He has millions and everything. What does he do? Because we don't find that thrill in anything once you have experienced the heights that I did, let alone Tyson Fury. So you just need that. It's a drug. It's a drug that is slowly killing us, for sure. But it's a drug, and we are addicted. So I don't think Tyson Fury stops. No way. In the next 5 years, no.
What was the hardest thing about Tyson in sparring? When you sparred Tyson, what was the thing that you found the hardest?
Well, I didn't find the sparring really hard. I found it awkward because he is awkward. His awkwardness, and he's such a big guy, and he moves so good. So it's very, very awkward. I wouldn't say hard. Joe's sparring was hard for me. Tyson Fury sparring was tricky. So it's a different kind of hard. But also, Tyson Fury, he gets you with clean shots all the time. So I can imagine what that small glove does to you with those clean shots. We had a helmet and we had big gloves and everything, so it took away a lot of the punches.
Well, Alen, it's always a pleasure talking to yourself. It's good to see you. It's good to hear that hopefully you're going to be on this card and we're going to see you back in action after nearly a year out. And good luck with training camp. Good luck with everything. And thank you very much for talking to pro boxing fans. Appreciate your time as always.